Oh, and welcome back to Final Fantasy IX with me, Matthew Caddis, aka Puggy. So here we are in the Black Mage village and nobody's here! What the hell? I'm guessing Kuja really did take all of the Black Mages here. Well, almost. There are still some here, to be honest. Not at the shop, seemingly. What about over at the, by where Mr. 288 was, or at the synthesis shop? Well, we'll go and see Mr. 288. He should be here, right? Well, yes, he is. Yeah. Unfortunately, everyone else went off with Kuja. Seemingly, well, we're going to find out now from Mr. 288 why that happened. Indeed. Even though he may well be lying. As well as Vivi actually says he may be lying. Some people are desperate. Some people are just desperate, Vivi. Good question, actually. The chocobo shack. Well, just don't let Queen any of the chocobo. Let's see. Oh, Vivi. Again. But let's have a look at our chocobo. Was born the chocobo? Let's see then. Oh, that's really cute. Well, someone had to take care of the chocobo, right? After all, unless you have, like, you want to go out into the world map, use Gishel greens or whatnot, and try and breed one, then this is probably the easiest way. Oh boy, this is why they actually start crying. That's why they're crying, because everyone left to go and see Kuja, so there are only 3 black mages within the village. It's both happy and sad. Well, that is kind of new life and everything. Wait, Vivi is the prototype? Is that why he sounds like a little kid? Well... that's fair, I guess. Yeah, he is. Or VV. Okay, thank you! Well, we do already have a ship. I'm not sure if I could completely go VV strong, but maybe he is, but in his own way. She probably was there, Eiko, yes. Well, probably not. She's been through a lot, given how she's lost her voice and everything. Well, maybe that's actually going to be true. I don't know. Yeah, fair enough. Yep. It is. Okay, well, let's do that. If I can get going. Indeed, here we are on the world map, and I'm going to save, and then I'm actually going to skip straight ahead to the ship because, well, it's going to take a while to get to the ship because you have to park it near the shores, given the location of the Black Mage village. Then we will head out towards the Desert Palace, which is, as Mr. 288 said, on the other side of the continent. So yeah, you may well be able to see it on the map. If not, there's an area with desert not far from here. And also there's some really strong enemies here as well. So, indeed, don't know if that's it. Hard to tell given the draw distance on Final Fantasy IX. And yeah, the HD version is ported from, I think, the PC version of things, so... I don't know. Same with, dare I say, Final Fantasy VII. Because that was ported from the PC version, although having said that, it does kind of fix one major glaring thing, which is the music. Originally, which was just a mess. Anyway, here we are in our first battle against seemingly a Blazer Beetle. I don't know if I've fought this guy before, but we'll keep it in. Anyway, because there's one much stronger enemy than this guy. I believe they do appear inside the clearer tree trunk. So, yeah. What else? Not much, I'm afraid, but we'll use fire on the beetle as their main weakness. Well, it was ice, I think, but I could be wrong there. Also, there's a good reason why Eiko is in our party, which I will kind of explain a bit later. Seemingly, but for now, we are just going to go towards Kuja's Desert Palace, so I say. So, to reach the Desert Palace, as Mr. 288 said, we will have to approach some quicksand dunes, which are these big holes in the ground, from whence these, these spots of sandy clouds appear. If you go into the wrong one, you will have to fight a landworm. However, I will, or is it an antlion? I'm not sure, but we are going to fight a landworm anyway. Yes, these big enemies. You may well remember these guys from Final Fantasy VII, from the Corel Desert Prison. Well, just like before, they are weak against ice, so let's have Vivi use a Blizzara spell. We will get the Gar 3rd tier level of spells a bit later in Disc 3, going by the PS1 version, which I'm not, because I'm playing the HD version on my PS4 here. So yeah. The annoying thing about the landworm is that it can use sandstorm and it can do quite a bit of damage to your... Okay, maybe not so much. Can't really There we see it. Eiko's cure spells are a good thing here, as well as, of course, Rice's Wind from Freya. Yes, I'm pronouncing it the German way, whatever. I might as well get our HP back up here. Especially Zidane's. He's the only one who has like over 1,000 HP. I think I'm giving him a few HP buffing abilities here as well. So that's probably why. And this guy's just gonna spam Sandstorm, isn't he? Well, good thing I do have Eiko on my party. I'll get to why I put her in a bit later, but because you're thinking, why did I not put Dagger in? For those who are playing the game, you'll know why in a more... Well, maybe not at the moment, but certainly in the next episode, I'll say. That's probably the easiest way I can put it here. Anyway, Cura, definitely, to heal up the party. And then we can attack, I think. Okay, Lazara. Go. And attack. Nothing much there. Do not want to use the Maelstrom. Oh boy. That actually really does reduce your HP to like single digits. Be careful of that. That combined with the Sandstorm attack could be really deadly for Vivi there. Other than that much, not much I can say here. It was like, if anything, the looks like I could have used scan. I don't know if Eiko does have that though, but there you go. And with that done, we can go to the next one, which I think also Evil and Demi. Sadly, there are no Iron Giants to use it on, so I'm not going to be using Demi very much, given that it only takes off a small chunk of your HP and whatnot. I'm just going to another landworm fight there. When you go down the correct sand dune, however, this text will appear. It's the one without any smoke coming out of it, I guess. And you'll end up inside seemingly the desert prison with with only, dare I say, Regent Sid as your cellmate here. Well, we'll find out what purpose this thing serves in a moment. But yeah. Okay, I don't know how Sid followed us. Maybe he came on behind us, but I don't know. Well, in a way they are, and in a way they aren't, so they're safe from anything there, but we'll find out what Kuja's plan is in a moment. Where are your friends? Well, they're kind of here, but they're not in the same room, as it were, because that's what Kuja has done with them. They've separated them. Yeah, because inside these rooms, basically we're getting the Beetlejuice treatment. Seriously. There's a pit of lava down below, and if we fall down, if we don't do as Kuja says, we're pretty much fried. So, yes, it was something you said, Kuja, and it was, well, we'll get to that. For now, I don't think we have a choice, really. This is a but thou must situation, as with many JRPGs. Okay, fair enough. And apparently Sid is going to look after the others. Although, looking after the others comes to a bit of a predicament with the Frog Regent. But we'll get to that a bit later. For now, we are going to go to the central area and bring... and apparently 2 Black Mages are here. I'm guessing these guys are from the Black Mage village as well. But they're not saying a thing. I guess they do not like being Kuja's servants. Yup. Anyway, that being said, feel free to have a look around. Oh, we're not going to the assault course then. Never mind then. Well, I guess we are, but what does he actually want then? Yeah, we know. Are you there? I'm not sure. But, yeah, the Forgotten Continent. Strange place, which we will explore a bit more of in the next episode. Alright, so you're gonna send us there. Because, we do have some physical attackers in our party, do. Oh, we're too stupid to use magic. We literally have 3 mages in our party, thank you very much. Luxury cruise ship. I'm guessing that's a Hildegard 1 there, Kuja? Okay, fair enough. Well, no. Unless it's in, like, Golden Saucer. Anyway, let's see what I'm going to take. I'm not going to take VV because no magic. I will take Dagger, Steiner, and Freya. Yeah. So I have got 1 White Mage, and I have good reason why I'm taking Dagger, which you may well see in the battles coming up, because there are some battles we will have to face in a moment. But seemingly, yeah, we're taking Steiner, because if he gets trance, he'll be able to do a crap ton of damage to enemies. Freya, because, well, she's a dragoon, she can jump high in the air. Enough said. And Dagger, well, we'll get to her in a moment. Yeah, she can't use her magic, but then there's something that through Dagger that she can't use her magic anyway, but we'll get to that, as I say. And indeed, these 3 shall be part of our party then. So that being said, let's indeed have the mages warp us out and back to the other area. Here we will see, yeah. Okay, I'm guess, well, I don't know if he will, to be honest. We will find out, what happens in a moment, but now we'll warp out and, maybe, although we'll find out a bit later what kind of position Kuja is in. Anyway, this is where it comes to us getting some battles where Dagger may be able to maybe forced to use her magic here, in a way, because she can't oil her, obviously, that's already been ascertained here. Also note that I've equipped the healing rod on Dagger. That is a weapon that will allow her to heal people regardless of the fact that she has, if she is unable to use her magic or whatnot. So it will come in very, very handy in oil there. But let's get to a battle here, because this is where the plot seemingly, and the fact that Dagger can't use her voice affects her ability to not only use magic, but also attack, as we'll see. As I say, I've only got the healing rod, so if I tried using it on that enemy there, what would happen is that the enemy would just get healed by said weapon. So yeah, but I'll just have Steiner attack. He needs the experience anyway. Let's see, can someone get seriously injured here, please? Then I will be able to use Dagger's healing magic. There we go. Yeah, go. Well, try healing someone. Right, okay. So there you can see Dagger is actually using Cura. That does not always happen. Sometimes some text says As command failed, Dagger can't concentrate due to the fact that she's really suffering inside. Seriously. It's already been said because she can't use her voice. Apparently that also extends to her magic, which is quite the predicament for Dagger and makes the game quite a bit harder, especially when we get to Oil Fair. But, yeah, that's basically how it works. Other than that, yeah. Well, the healer ability will come, in very handy when we get to Oil Fair because of that. Because it kind of negates the healing thing because it's not necessarily magic. So, she doesn't heal for much, I'll say that, Bull Dagger, but at least it's something, and we do now have a healer. If necessary, I'll just have her use items, although that is also affected by her ability to not be able to attack and whatnot. Yes, if so, I'll just have free a healer or something. Anyway, that being said, that's the Hildegard 1, which seemingly Kuja has commandeered as his vessel. Seriously. So, indeed, let's go on there. And not only that, but as we'll see in the following cutscene, Zord and Thorn are also on this ship. Yes, the terrible jester duo are indeed aboard Sid's prototype ship. Oh boy, this is not going to be great at all. And keep in mind, in this case, if you didn't save beforehand, the next place you'll save is on the Forgotten Continent, where we are headed, of course. So there's one more cutscene before I finish this episode. Of course, because there's some interaction between us and the thing. We even go by the Ether tree and whatnot, which... nice attention to detail there, Square Enix. Anyway, Zidane tries to get the Black Mages to talk, but they ain't blabbing, mate. They ain't blabbing. That's because seemingly they're under strict orders from Zorn and Thorn or something like that. That's the best way I can put it. Seriously. Yeah, a bit more yodeling, eh? Yoop, 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 yoop. Thanks, Kevin. Just act like King Koopa. Pretend you're being flattered or something. I don't know if you can do anything for me, Zorn and Thorn, but sure. So how did they become sentient then? Unlike Vivi, seemingly. Why are some of them taking care of a chocobo? Well, that's fair criticism there, Zidane. Yeah, Zorn and Thorn are nothing much but tools. Queen Bran got rid of you guys. Fair point there, Zidane. What are you gonna do? Try and cast Meteor on me? I know I can cancel one of your attacks with one strike, you silly jesters. Seriously. I'll show you. Anyway, I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye.